Raiden doesn't live on Earth. He lives in Earth Realm. Neither. My best friend would be. I guess I don't have one, so. Oh, Noah Porter. Noah Porter is my best friend. Thank you. So no one likes playing either Infect or Fish? At all? What's up?
Oh, I just came back here. Is this where you do like the interviews, the radio talk?
Yep, this is where Kenny streams back here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So, Hometown Hobbies, you use the sod too?
Yeah, they just let them use it back here.
That's cool.
What's up? Hello. You can say hi to the stream, I guess. I'm an Infect player. Yeah, Infect's pretty interesting. I played it for the first time yesterday. It's pretty crazy. I know we have a pretty good Infect player at the shop, Christina. Pretty faithful Infect deck player. Alright. I'm going to pass the mic to the winner.
Alright, you have to go in first. That way I can pop out easier. What's his name? Raiden. Full name. Yeah.
I thought it was Raiden.
I don't know. I don't play those Mimi games. So, have Bo, who won his last game,
Hello.
playing Merfolk. How did you like the matchup? What did you sideboard?
I sideboarded out 4 Master Waves, and I brought in 2 more Dismembers. I had 2 main, 2 Dismembers, and 2 Spell Skites.
Show them what you're doing. Coming in a pack of Modern Masters.
Open some Modern Masters.
Let's see what we get.
We got a Saproling.
Yes! Saproling token. That's a good start.
Vertiloth the Ancient. He makes Saprolings.
What makes him in this set?
Price
There's
of
it
Spore.
costs 3 green, it has Convoke, and it puts 3
yeah.
instant speed, put 3 Saprolings into play. I know that one does.
We're just gonna peel off the foil here.
Sure.
Does Connor Bat. Lame.
That's not a good one. We want to see
Lame.
better than that.
It's green.
Scoop Mob! Ah!
It's cute.
It's so cute!
It's cute.
So, not the Tarmogoyf we want.
Agony Rat.
What would be the first pick out of this pack?
So
we got-
Subversion.
Probably, yeah. That was a really good one. So we got a Gut Shot, an Everflowing Chalice, which is good. Agony Wrap is really good. Of course, I'm going to call it Agony Wrap on purpose. Scavenger Drake's not the worst.
No, but it's probably.
But I
it's
think I would
probably-
take the Nameless Inversion.
It's probably Nameless Inversion.
Scoop Mob's also, if it gets unchecked, hey, you're going to win.
Yeah.
If it doesn't die,
What's
like
this
on
guy
the first
do
turn, he
again?
becomes a 5/5 on
Zendikar.
turn 2 by the time you play him.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Get the chat over here and see what's going on in that.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous going into that matchup. I don't really like playing against Infect because I can just beat you out of nowhere.
So you sided out Master of Waves. You
Yeah,
brought
I just
in.
figured it's too slow.
I agree.
Yeah, I sided out
I
all
forgot
4
that.
Master Waves.
Oh, place 4.
Yeah, I played 4.
Okay. Do you play Thassa still?
No.
No, you cut Thassa?
Yeah.
You're almost playing Mono Blue Devotion from Last Standard.
Yeah, almost. But when I started game 3, before I started it, I was looking to see if I needed to side anything else in, and I decided in game 2 I should have sided out my Aether Vials and brought in 4 Spell Pierce. Because I have 4 Spell Pierce on the board.
Spell Pierce is pretty good against Infect, especially if
the
you
more I was
see
thinking
Wild
about
Defiance.
I didn't think Aether Vial on the draw was that great.
Okay. It definitely won you both games, I feel.
Aether Vial?
Yeah.
It definitely won me game 1.
Game 1, it was ridiculous.
I almost missed that.
I was like,
I almost missed that. I almost said, alright, and then let it happen. I was like, wait a second. I can file this Curse Catcher and counter that.
yes, I saw it and went, oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah.
There was a turn where you had another play where you could Aether Vial in, if he had the Apostle's Blessing on the Ink Moth that you Spreading Seasoning game 3, like
Yeah.
he could have animated the Ink Moth and Apostle's Blessing if he did it correctly by tapping the Ink Moth to animate itself.
Right.
But he didn't have it, but either way you had the Curse Catcher to counter and he would have been tapped out, so Curse Catcher has proved to be an MVP in Modern.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
In, what was it, game 2 that I lost? and my hand was just lands and spreading seas.
Yes.
I thought about keeping the spreading seas in my hand, but I figured I just needed to dig to Lords to try to beat him as quick as possible.
I think
Because
that
then he
was the right
eventually
way to
played
play it.
Inkmoth Nexus and just beat me with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree completely.
And the same kind of feeling was with Tidebinder Mage too. Like in Game 3, he played the Turn 1 Noble Hierarch, and I played Turn 2 Tidebinder Mage on the Noble Hierarch. Which I didn't know if that was right, if I should have just saved it for Glistener Elf. But it turned out that that was a good play because he had Vines of Vastwood in his hand and couldn't kill me.
And couldn't kill
'cause he
it.
didn't have enough
You didn't
green.
have enough green.
So that turned out to be the right play, but I didn't know if it was at the time.
Yeah, and I thought that for sure you were going to Spreading Seas, the Pendlehaven. And instead you had the
Tidebinder?
the Tidebinder.
Yeah.
Which was just so much better because then he played an Inkmoth, and that's just the best
Yeah.
target for Spreading Seas.
Yeah, I learned from
So-
Game 2 that save your Spreading Seas for Inkmoth Nexus, which
Yeah.
I did. And I figured I just needed to get something out on the board to start hitting him with, so I can kill him quicker.
Yeah, and I like how he tried. I swear, it looked like he was trying to block with a spell sky, and then you went like Master of Pearl Trident, unblockable. I have islands.
Yeah,
you have islands.
You have Island Walk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He tried, and I was like, no, he's got Island Walk. Man. Take 3.
You can't do that.
Take
Sorry about that, friend. So we're gonna have seems like a while actually. Those matches were pretty quick.
Were they?
Yeah, it seemed like it anyways. Maybe it's just because it's really good
an
Magic
aggro
being
deck
played.
versus
Another
infect
aggro
deck,
deck. They're both pretty much aggro decks. One's more of a, if it's possible, a combo aggro deck.
Yeah.
We have a couple Affinity players, I believe.
I hope I don't play against Affinity. I got Hercules recalls just in case, though.
Saptox says, thank you for throwing away $10. You're welcome, because here at Hometown Hobbies, we love to throw away $10. Just in the air! Hey!
See you, man.
But we don't literally like to throw money away. But, you know,
I did
thought
last
it'd be
week.
cool. Did you?
On that Modern Masters draft.
Did you not open well?
No, I opened the 6-cost 5/5 Wither Black Creature.
Midnight Banshee?
Yeah.
Yeah!
And then I opened Shadow Mage Infiltrator. And some other black rare that was terrible, not worth anything.
You're at $2 so far.
Yeah, it might have been a $3 for 35.
That's pretty good draft. How'd you do in the draft?
And 1 and 2.
Oh, so
1
you
and 2.
got no prize?
Stone nothing.
That is
Stone
that
nothing.
might be the worst value Modern Masters draft I've heard of so far.
Yeah,
I guess no rares might be worse, but I'm not entirely sure. So that's awesome. Hello Megan. Hello Heidi. Shout outs
Hey,
to
girls.
your wife
Yeah.
and your bae. Higgins says hi.
Hi, Higgins. I miss you, man. Are
Yeah, I
you going to
know.
a World Series of Poker? Because if so, I'm jealous.
Oh, it's like, are you gonna go?
No. I wish. I don't play nearly as much as I used to.
Where's the
For
World
sure.
Series of Poker again?
Las Vegas.
What else is there?
At the Aria.
What else is there right this weekend? Modern Masters
Modern
Grand
Masters
Prix
Grand Prix.
sealed,
Yeah.
and some of our owner there, Levi McFarland, Matt Oldacre, Christina Smith. I'm sure we'll see some of those names in the top standings. At least two
hope
of
so.
them. Hopefully all three. Honestly, that'd be awesome if we get three.
Nobody,
top
nobody
eight.
else went. I was actually
There's
surprised anybody went.
like 4,997 other people went or so. It's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it already broke the largest Grand Prix of all time.
I mean, if I could afford it, I would go.
Yeah,
And if I didn't have a family, I would go. But,
but you have those things,
yeah, those things.
so you might not go.
Yeah. What other decks did you see out there that I might want to pay attention for? And I saw Mono Red at least.
You want me to give you some advice? Some invice. Is that a thing? An invoice and advice mixed together.
Yes, and advice and invoice mixed together. Perfect.
Higgins bought a house. He has no money for poker. So sorry,
Oh.
Higgins.
We should have spent so much money on a house.
Yeah,
Should have just bought a mobile home.
you could have just.
And then had a fancy car.
I mean, you just live at Hometown Hobbies. I mean, it's your store.
I mean, they have tons of hobbies.
Like they have half elves,
Half elves.
ogres. That's it. But I mean, we have hobbies at Hometown Hobbies. We're streaming from Rare Drops here in Huntington, West Virginia. We're in Nerd Row. It goes Rare Drops, Hometown Hobbies, and Purple Earth Comics. It's really like the mecca for a nerd if you're in this area.
Yeah.
Then movie theaters, 2 blocks away.
Yeah,
Tons of food in
not
the
too
area.
bad.
It's a great place to play Magic, just to hang out, really.
Tropical Moon's like 3 blocks down.
Yeah,
You go get
yeah.
some Froyo.
We have Starbucks, all kinds of.
Tons of stuff.
Yeah. So, it says GP's going to hit close to 9,000. That's what Higgins says.
That's ridiculous.
I only heard 5,000, but I haven't heard about it in a month or so, so that makes sense that they would get that
5,000
many.
is still ridiculous.
9,000 to play. Man.
What one did I go to? Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Is it the
That was the
largest
big.
at the time?
Richmond. Did you go to Modern Richmond?
No.
Oh,
I went to
Charlotte at the
Charlotte
time
at
was
the
the
time-
largest,
at the time.
and then I think Richmond or Modern Masters 1 beat that, and I'm not sure if Richmond beat Modern Masters 1 or not. But yeah, at the time, Grand Prix Charlotte a couple years ago was the largest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sealed, right?
Yeah.
Sealed.
Gate
Yeah.
Crash?
Was it Gate Crash or Born of the Gods?
Dragon's Maze.
We have a bunch of different answers. It was in February of 2013.
It's Dragon's Maze.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the date. I vended that one with Alter Reality Games.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you all have ever seen me at a tournament, that's probably where you've seen me. It's from that booth. I did it for a long time. But now I'm gonna try this out and see how I like this. You gotta wear
It's not
cool
too
hats
bad.
every now and then,
Yeah.
and sit in a cold room. It's pretty nice.
I just freezing it.
I like it though. I'm a bigger guy.
If I would have known, I would not have wore a t-shirt. That is for sure.
So what do you asked what other decks there are? I assume we're gonna see some Affinity. Definitely Mono Red's in the room. I know that one.
That's like a
that's a given.
staple.
I
No
actually
matter
thought-
what format, somebody's playing mono red. At least two people.
I thought your opponent was playing that originally.
Oh.
Because that's what Andy's plays in Standard, and I know he has it built in Modern, but he ended up not playing it. He instead is opting with the Infect that you saw. He's been playing a lot of Atarka Red in Standard.
Did you have that for
But yeah, so what we're gonna do is hopefully get somebody else on the camera as soon as the next round starts. But that's gonna be maybe 10 minutes away. I actually don't know. I'm not over there. I don't have.
I didn't see how much time was left on the clock when we left.
Yeah, I should probably go check that here in a minute to make sure. Las Vegas has a 10,000 player cap.
10,000.
10,000 players in one location playing Magic. Granted, I understand why. Masters sealed. That's ridiculous. You buy your 6 packs. I mean, more than likely, you're going to get your value back.
Right.
You get to buy them at cost, which you don't get to do often. Like here at Hometown, we're selling them at cost.
Right.
But I know a lot of people are selling them for $13 to $15 a pack, and that's insane. Like that's $90 a sealed if you just buy the packs, no prize or anything.
And you just get the nostalgia of playing with cards that you used to play with years ago.
Yeah, that's what I liked. I know.
It's so much fun.
Keegan was in here, and he didn't know too many of the cards that were being played. He knew some because he's seen them in the cubes online.
Right.
But some of them, he didn't know what they did and stuff. And, I was like, hey, I played with all these in Standard. This is
Yeah.
awesome. I love Modern. Like,
Yeah.
I know all of the cards except for Kamigawa Block. I didn't play too much of them, but thankfully, not a ton of Kamigawa Block is playable,
Thankfully.
or it's banned.
Yeah.
It's like, GT is banned, and that's the only one that really matters.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Sorry, shots fired at Kamigawa Block. Threads its loyalty. There we go. There's a good one. Tindo Icebridge, cease play.
Good thing Needle was first printed in that.
Ooh, Pithing Needle. Shout out to Pithing Needle, though. Shout out.
Seen plenty of reprints.
Yes. Yeah. I think it was in Return to Ravnica newest, right? Was that the newest it's been in?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that.
Because it wasn't in 2015, was it?
I don't believe so.
I don't think it was.
think it was. I don't think there's a needle effect in Standard. Or there is, it's a Phyrexian Revoker. He's the
Yeah,
needle
he's in
instead.
2015.
Yeah.
I knew there was something like it in Standard right now.
So I'm going to run next door and see where we're at in the tournament. I'm going to leave you with Bo just for a minute. I will be right back, and I'm going to try to get the next feature matches set up. So I'm
Is
gonna
this the
leave you-
chat? I'll just answer chat questions.
Yeah,
If
you can
anybody
answer
has-
chat questions.
if anybody has
You
any
probably want
questions.
to turn this toward you a little bit. This is the side you want to talk through, or else it doesn't pick up through that side at all.
Alright.
I'll be back.
So what's going on, guys? Whoever's watching. Does anybody have any questions that I might be able to answer? I know I had tons of misplays in that last game, but it wasn't too bad. I ended up winning anyway, so I know what I did. How many players? I don't know, I didn't ask, but it wasn't too many. Probably somewhere like 10 or 12. They run Modern and Standard, and there's a Modern Masters draft with 8 people in it, so there's lots of people in there, just not everybody's playing Modern. I think the main event at GP Vegas is Modern Masters Sealed. If I'm not correct, somebody please correct me.